that you really love from your heart, but at home you've been told you're going to marry that person. And I know some are conflicting things, you know. And so even though you are getting married, you're doing it out of obedience to satisfy your parents. But in your heart, it's not in that marriage. Your heart is with somebody else. And when that marriage begins to grow and take off, that is still there. So wrong moment, wrong timing, it can always happen. And the complete love that is required to bring our marriages together, like it's not there. Because I believe if like that trust and that love you have from the beginning, man, that weather the storm, whatever it is, strong enough to weather any storm. And no matter how bad things are, I can guarantee you'll make it work. It really depends on your relationship, on its foundation, and really depends on you, the contact within you. You stop yourself looking out because you know you've got it there, you've got it at home, you've got it in the partner that you have. Because when you're not satisfied, that is why you continue to look out again. And you find reason and then become, item of, discussions, and you're always quarreling, having differences. And apart from that, then you have your own culture. For ETOK, we have our own culture, which means for most, like you don't speak up when you're being spoken to the women. So the man becomes so dominant in every relationship. And even if you don't like it, just do it. And when you go to your husband's family, you'll be quiet, go to the kitchen. So all those things. And then those things may work before, but not now. Because when you marry somebody that comes in and have their own mind, they have their own earning, and they can say, they can look after themselves. If we continue to, to bulldoze them with the way that things were before with our parents or with our grandparents, then this individual is no longer the individual that will succumb to the fact and be quiet and do that. This individual will speak up and say, okay, you can stay and enjoy your tradition and culture. I'm going to make a living for myself. And a lot of things that happen between marriages are because of these things. It can be traditional, it can be cultural, it can be the base of your love, the foundation of your marriage. So all those things that you need to understand and talk it over. So if you know that one of those things that have happened, you didn't really fall in love, you didn't plan to get married, then you need to talk it over. You need to discuss and say to each other, okay, I know we met this and that and that. I know you just married me because I had a child, or I know because your parents want us to be married. You need to talk about it. Because most of us, we don't want to talk about it. Like you continue living and snub it. And that's where the problem arises. Because when you're in the wrong place, with the wrong people, at the wrong time, you do the wrong things. And your marriage breaks up. But when you talk about it, and then you will have that understanding with each other to say, okay, can we make it work? With that, what do you think? Do you still want to go along with this? Do you agree? Do you love me? And those are the reality conversation that you must have so you can have a closure. Because if not, when you don't talk about it, you'll always try to hit out and do things because there's something that is not settled in your heart, and you continuously do that. And there's no trust. So trust is very important in every marriage. Trust is very important.
Yeah, because the trust comes when the relationship is good.
Yeah.
And the relationship, as we said before so many times, we talk on communication.
Yeah.
A lot of marriage can be resolved. Marriage problem can be resolved when we are able to talk.
Yeah.
Until there is a negotiation, there is a talking, there is a communication, there is speaking, then you can settle. Because if there is no talking, we are in a world that is very fast, very busy, not like before that we have a lot of time in our hands. But now the world really changes. And if we are not careful with our communication, and a lot of assumption will come. And you are just assuming, oh, I'm thinking that you are doing this. I'm thinking. But as you said, the more that we talk and communicate, the more that we can address issues. Before it's there's a line.